It's exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
So I was going to talk about how it came to be,
Yes,
and then each one of our whys.
I
Like
think
why?
so. I think inviting people who are watching this in makes them feel like they're part of it, which is really truly what we're doing, Tamika.
That's it.
We
That's
want
the
people to,
purpose.
yes,
That is
to
the
be part of
purpose.
this. And we're sharing our experiences, the things that we've learned, and helping people to get past maybe a sticking point for them. That's the thrill of doing what we're doing.
Absolutely.
So let's hear your viewpoint of how this came to be, and then I'll share my idea.
Yes. So for me, my journey has been, it really started last September. It was, I was asked by a mentor in uh, Toastmasters if I would go to represent our district at the National Speakers Association.
Wow.
Because I was thinking about when was this seed planted in me?
Right.
My purpose was to represent our district in Toastmasters at the National Speakers Association. And I just needed to do a 5-minute speech about why I joined Toastmasters. Did the speech. I was at this event where we had a keynote speaker. I heard he gets paid to speak. And then I realized, wow, I never considered that.
Nice.
Never considered public speaking.
And getting paid
And
for
getting paid for it.
That's pretty wild.
And so that really, I remember driving home that day and just being on a high. I felt intoxicated because I was like, wow, my world opened up.
Yes.
So that was September 7th of 2024. And then fast forward to this year. I've been letting that seed grow in my mind and in my heart. And that's when I realized I want to be a public speaker. And then I started to read books and work on personal development. And I realized that I really want to be a business owner as well as a public speaker, and for those two to marry.
Yes.
And so I thought, okay, well, what would I speak about? And so this vision just came to me, and it kept unfolding and changing, and then what it is now is the vision that I have is to go out and do presentations in front of the masses and talk about their dreams, goals, and aspirations and how they can achieve them, because ultimately, me being on stage in front of a crowd of people, an audience, that is my dream.
Yes.
So if I'm able to do that, then I'm living my dream. I'm living what I'm telling you how to do. So I am proof that, you can lead by example or be the proof in the pudding.
Yes.
So to speak.
So to speak.
That this is what I'm doing. And then along with those presentations in front of on stage, also having education and things to help people articulate their goals, dreams, and aspirations.
Great word.
Articulate. And so I'm actually living my dream right now, and I stepped into it probably in August of this year.
Okay.
And here we're in November.
That's quick.
And I just literally, I had the vision and I had to step into my dream, and I'm living it every day.
And that is beautiful. It's a great story. You planted the seed, it germinated, it grew, and with all things that grow, there's an evolution, a change.
Yes.
Now that's beautiful. And it's kind of interesting because we actually connected and met through Toastmasters.
Yes.
And I had run into an issue and I needed help with. And I reached outside of my club to you. And you gave me very sound advice that day. You really did. And it resonated with me. I had an issue that I was dealing with, and you gave me the best advice that I probably got in that situation.
Wow.
And it took me a while to let that sink in, but fortunately, our relationship continued.
Yeah.
And that was really kind of neat.
Yeah.
As for me and getting involved with what you and I are planting the seed for and inviting people in to join,
This is for you.
this is for you, it started for me a little earlier.
Oh, yeah.
I got you by a year or so. I am a second generation of a 3-generation chiropractic family. One of the things that I wanted to do was pass on to my son, don't do this. These are mistakes, don't do that. So I started developing this list. And the list grew and it grew, and I had a ream of paper. And I thought, he's never going to read that. So what I decided to do then was to put it into an organized form. So I went onto computer and I put it onto Word, Microsoft Word. And then I discovered that Amazon has a print service. Who knew? Mm-hmm. So I had it printed. It became a book. I sold a bristling 6 copies. Nice. But it was my first foray into that, and that really started to encompass all the other things that I've been doing for my own personal development, wondering, how do people become successful? Mm-hmm. How do the Tiger Woods get to be Tiger Woods? Mm-hmm. How does Tom Brady get to be Tom Brady? Because I would like a piece of that.
Yeah.
Right? Absolutely. Not necessarily the financial, but just to know that I reached that level of success. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where our Toastmasters thing kind of meshed in with us. Mm-hmm. I heard a very, very almost offhanded comment the other night, because we were at a Toastmasters meeting, mm-hmm. and a gentleman sitting in there said, there is nothing you can do in life without communication.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
You cannot communicate to your family and have a good family life. If you have to have that communication. You can't do it with your children, with your spouse, with your neighbor, with an employee, with an employer. Mm-hmm. You can't have a successful, happy life if you can't communicate with yourself.
Right.
Right? Or with your creator.
Yes. Amen.
And with all of the experience, I think, Tamika, that you have in what you have done and accomplished in your life, and what I have over 45 years of doing this, yeah. My vision for this would be to help people, serve them by helping them become who they dream to be, the desires, the aspirations. And maybe, just maybe, through some of the things that we do, we can help them. We can show them, hey, here's a trick. Here's a shortcut. Here's the way to do this. We're going to save you some bumps. As a parent, mm-hmm. Okay, we all run around wanting to make sure that those kids don't get those bumps and bruises, right?
And they get them anyway.
And they get them anyway. And we're not going to be perfect at getting everyone to where they want to be without a bump or a bruise. But that's, I think, what this is kind of all about. We've just meshed it together.
Oh,
yeah. Events and teachings and courses, and incorporating health,
yes,
well-being into it. It's just absolutely important that we get all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I'd also like to say in response to how this came to be is that your dream is meshed with someone else's.
Oh my.
Someone else is waiting for you to do your dream, step into your dream, because it already exists within you. It's not separate from you. You are one with your dream. You were born with it. And what I realized when talking with Kirk is that his dream is the same as my dream, and they mesh perfectly. It's like the missing puzzle piece.
You complete me.
Yeah, it's just really, it's like he's had this vision and I've had this vision, but unless we were able to articulate it and communicate about it, and now look at, and really, we're more powerful together than we are separate.
Absolutely.
So it really, someone out there is waiting for you to live your dream for it to benefit them in some way.
Absolutely. And because of my background as a chiropractor, I can put everything together and relate to it. as a body sense. There's the old song about the ankle bone connected to the shin bone connected to the knee bone.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
It's all connected.
It is.
And when you look at it from a scientific standpoint, all right, from the chiropractic standpoint, the cells, the tissues are connected. What goes on inside my head, believe it or not, gets reflected in tissue that's in my knee or it's in my ankle. That's sometimes where the chemicals of that stress are stored. And people wonder, boy, I didn't do anything. How come I hurt? Well, maybe it's because you have a problem that you need to be able to communicate.
Yes.
That you need to be able to have a dream or an aspiration that's not being fulfilled.
Yes.
And this is what happens. But when you reach that point, then someone else is able to piggyback off of that and say, aha, and away I go. So it does mesh. It's a beautiful thing to watch. It really is. I really, truly wanted to ask you what you think that we have besides this burning desire. What do you think that maybe we can bring to the table that might resonate with people, that maybe we have that we've touched on communication, we've touched on our desire, but is there anything else maybe that you think that we might be able to bring to people that would make them feel that, hey, these guys have something, they're onto it?
Being able to think on your feet is huge.
Yep.
And I know that might not sound like, everyone's a great speaker, right? But are you a great listener?
Yes.
We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason.
Yep.
What are you going to do? When you're able to think on your feet, it's because you're able to listen. And if you haven't been trained to listen,
Yes.
there's a training that goes along with that to be able to, and
Yes. There is a technique for that.
we're not ready. Yeah, and so there is a technique, and we teach that in
Yes.
different ways because male, female. I hear things differently than you do.
Oh, I'm married. Yeah, I understand that.
And that's important to be
Yes.
able to hear those different things and point them out.
Yes.
And we articulate our thoughts and ideas differently. But that's where the training comes in.
And you will as well. You have a different way of articulating, different ways of learning.
Yes.
One of the things that I learned, when I went to school, and I spent 20 of my first 25 years in a classroom.
Yes.
I was behind a desk seemingly forever. And in America, we learn in a Germano-Prussian standpoint. That's how we learn. You're arranged in rows and in columns in your classroom. You sit with the brightest students in the front, the ones who are less bright in the back. The teacher is in front, and the information comes to you. And it comes, the best word I could think, Kindergarten. It's very Germanic, right? And it, bang, here's a fact, bang, here's a fact, bang, here's a fact. And then you are expected after a time frame to be able to regurgitate that information back.
Yeah.
That's how we learn in this country, but not everyone learns that way.
No.
You may learn by just listening. Someone else may learn by reading. And then there's that third way people learn where they actually have to experience it.
Hands-on.
Hands-on, experiential learning. So having different viewpoints on how to get to where it is you want to be and how you communicate that is absolutely essential.
Yes.
You have to know how to do it. And I think that's one of the things that between the two of us we were able to bring to people, which brings me to another point. Anybody who is watching this, please reach out on the social media platform that you're on to us. We will, at the end of this, give you some contact information so you can reach out to us and offer your suggestions, your ideas, what you'd like to hear, because we'd like to hear that from you
Yes.
so that we can better serve.
It's a two-way street.
It is, absolutely. Absolutely.
And then lastly, to wrap things up, what is your why? Why are you here? What is going to keep you in the game when the going gets tough? The tough get going.
The tough get going indeed. The why, and that's a very, very good question. I just went through this with a fellow who was one of my original mentors, a really great guy. He hired me at age 17 to work in a shirt factory where I was doing time studies on girls who were sewing shirts together. Mm-hmm. They were done on what was called piece rate, where you get paid to do, you have to do so many of this sewing the seam up, right, in order to make your money. And the girls who weren't the fastest, they got timed. Mm. And so they hired a 17-year-old kid to go do that job. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize I was, being used for that. But he hired me. He gave me my first paycheck. And I admired this guy so much because he was so successful in everything he did. Mm. So the other day, I'm meeting him and I'm telling him about what it is that we are getting ready to do. And as we were doing this, I'm talking to him and I'm saying, this is what I want to do. This is where this is coming from. And he says, well, Kirk, why? Mm-hmm. Okay, now this is the same guy I asked years ago to mentor me, and I didn't realize how smart he was. Mm. And he says, well, Kirk, he says, I'm very busy. He says, I have a lot of businesses that I do this. He said, I'll tell you what, here's 2 books. Mm-hmm. Read those. Mm. So I didn't, because I was disappointed. Okay, what, you're not going to show me how to be rich and famous and,
Right.
And he came back a few months later and he says, how'd those books go? And I realized, he was testing me. Mm-hmm. He was testing me. But he asked me, why do I want to do this? Mm. And it struck me right at that point, because there was not a moment's hesitation. I said, because I want to help people. I want to get people past the spots where I stuck.
Yes.
I want to see people achieve what they want to achieve, what they need to achieve to bring them happiness.
Yes.
And that doesn't necessarily always mean money or fame.
No.
It means happiness.
Fulfillment.
Fulfillment, great word. I love that.
Being fulfilled. And I think in our society, in America, a lot of people are unhappy. They're not fulfilled. So this is vital.
Yes. Well, we're all told what we're supposed to be fulfilled with. If we spend our time sitting there with that phone and scrolling or watching television, you don't get to determine what you want. You're listening to what people are telling you.
Yes.
What's in your heart? What do you want? Mm-hmm. And that's so important. You must do that, and you must trust that your Creator has a purpose for you. Yeah. And you're on your path to find out what that is. He didn't tell you what it is yet. Mm-hmm. You have to find it, and then you have to go get it. And I think that's what we can help people do.
I want to share a story quickly as we wrap up. In 2020, at lockdown, I've always had this aspiration to want to be a business owner. Mm-hmm. And so I would try, and it's not how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get up. Mm-hmm. I've been at this since I was 18. When I created my email address, I'm giving you my contact information here, businesstamika@yahoo. I created that in the year 2000 when I graduated from high school. But the point here is that I've always wanted to be Business Tamika. And I finally, at 43 years old now, realize I just need to step into her. It's not how many times you fall, it's how many times you get up. But here's the story I wanted to share. In 2020, lockdown happened, everybody was bored, and people had time to think.
Yeah. A lot of it.
And different people started businesses, other people got into art and creativity and get into just being in nature and all the things. Well, I wanted to start a business like doing delivery service for people who couldn't get out, during COVID or whatever. Well, the giants already existed at that time, the Uber Eats. And it wasn't that I wanted to do food, I just wanted to do whatever you needed. If you needed someone to pick up your laundry and get groceries, I could do that. And the concept was MyRider. For those of you who know my Gmail address, it's MYRIIDER. And I was going to be your rider that would ride around and do your
Nice.
whatever you needed. Well, I just never got it off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the reason that I didn't get it off the ground was I didn't believe in that idea enough. I believed in myself somewhat, but I didn't believe in all of it enough to be able to execute that vision or follow through with it. And that was probably my last endeavor where I fell down, but I got back up. And that's why this is so important. But I've been at this with other businesses since I was 18. And so I've fallen down a lot, but I've always gotten back up. And it wasn't until God gave me the vision. He opened this up for me that if I live my dream, then I can help other people live theirs, and they can help other people live theirs. And it's like a ripple effect.
Yep. It's that old commercial and so on and so on. And the picture keeps getting more and more people in it. As you said that, it reminded me, we all think obsession is a bad word.
No.
No.
Oh gosh, no. I'm obsessed.
Obsession is a good word
Yes.
if you use it in the proper context.
Correct.
And we need to be obsessed. You spoke of a job, a business that you wanted to start that didn't start because that obsession wasn't there yet. You have to become so immersed in it that you wake up thinking about it, you go to bed thinking about it,
Yes.
and that's how those people, the Tom Brady's, the Tiger Woods, and the Michael Jordans became who they were. They became absolutely obsessed with it.
Yes.
My new book where I'm interviewing people, and it's incredible. I've interviewed like a half dozen people now. And they're young people. They're doing their own little businesses, and they're very successful at what they're doing.
Yes.
Without anything being said by me to lead them down a path. I asked them, well, how did you decide to do this, and what made you go do it? And to a person, they all said, I wasn't going to listen to anyone tell me no.
Yes.
People told me no, and I said, that's not going to happen. I'm going to do this.
Amen.
And I think that is probably the first step that people have to have and believe in order to be a success.
Believing is so important. Even as I'm in my dream now, I've stepped into it, and as I'm calling around to different for renting venues to be able to speak to people.
Right.
In 2026. Stay tuned for those events coming to you in a city near you.
Coming soon.
They're asking me, and this can be intimidating, and this is a great message to get out there. People say, well, what's the organization? And you can't say, well, it's this. What is it that you're doing? They want to know, what is it? What will you be doing in our hotel ballroom? Or,
right.
What is the engagement? And you have to believe in it to be able to get them interested in your event, because they could actually help you
Yes.
get the word out.
Yes, absolutely. Which is such, again, an important point. I probably said this earlier. I'm going to say it again. Please, please, please. You're going to see my stuff on my Facebook page, Kirk Weber Chiropractor. Look for it, like it, share it, follow it, subscribe to what we're doing. Follow as many get my YouTube channel. We're trying to get our channel organized for this, where we're going to have our videos up on there. we will be
It's actually already done.
Yeah.
The next level
Next Level Now.
Next Level Now.
Right.
That's what this
one should be on.
What you're watching, it's going to be on for YouTube, next, capital N for next, capital L for next level, and capital N for now.
Right.
Next Level Now dash V V3I.
V3I. Should bring you right to that. From there, it's not going to be hard to find Tamika or I on Facebook or Instagram, all these places. But the more people that we get talking about this, the more people we get involved with it, the better it's going to be for everybody, because you can have an idea and then all of a sudden someone who you're not even thinking of, never even related to, says, well, what about this? And it's like, wow, right. And away you go. Yeah. And that's the obsession we are talking about.
We're obsessed.
Absolutely. But the plans for us at this point are events where you can come and see us and hear us, and we can have other guest speakers there. We're looking at producing content in the way of webinars, in the way of workshops online, in person. We're looking at dropping content on daily posts. Keep watching, because we're going to get there. Be patient with us as we bring this together. Please email. Tamika gave you her emails. For me, there's two that you can use. You can use my chiropractic email.
This is good.
BACDOC, backdoc. Yeah.
Easy.
backdoc.kw@gmail.com. Or the one that I started probably when you said you were 18, I was probably in my 30s. It was Weber, WEBER 407 at Comcast.
Nice.
And Comcast, is that .net or .com? Comcast.net.
.net.
Yes, Comcast.net. So those are available to you. Please reach out. I want to hear from you. Tamika wants to hear from you, because your input is going to shape this thing to be something that can help you, help your family members, help your neighbors. Let's grow something here. I think we have a chance.
And one thing that Kirk said recently that just tickled me is he said he's effervescing with ideas. Just imagine that for a minute. Just like an like a bath bomb for the ladies out there. It's like you put it in the bath and it's just like it's fizzing. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
We are just like so excited about this. We're living our dream.
We really are.
And we want to share it with you so that you can do the same.
You can do it.
That's what's in it for
Absolutely. You. And she talked about stepping into hers and having years of it. I've been doing this for 15, 18 years, where I journal and read and buy content, dreaming of doing this. And I never got to the point until just very recently, when Tamika said, this is what I'd like to do. I'd like to talk to you about it. And all of a sudden I realized, oh my goodness, this was the push.
Yes.
All of a sudden, Tamika shows up and gives me just that one little aha. And we step into it. And all of a sudden, I now feel like 30 foot tall and invincible.
Yes.
I can do this.
And if I may put you on the spot.
Sure.
Do you mind sharing your age?
My age. I'm 70.
It's never too late.
Oh, no.
He's 70 years young. He's just getting started.
Absolutely.
You're an infant.
I don't know about that.
but that's exciting.
It is exciting. And it's, I had read someplace that most men probably do not reach their stride, where they're at their very, very best, until their mid-50s. That's when they really, truly hit their stride. We're so used to seeing all these superstar successes at age 25, 30, 35, right? But no, for guys, it comes a little, I think we have to mature. I really do. And it hit me, you were talking about the bath bomb effervescing. It shows the difference between guys and girls, how they think.
The way we think.
Yeah, the way I thought was I saw 2 Alka-Seltzers hitting the water.
I saw that too. I did, but I didn't want to go to the medicine or the Alka-Seltzer.
But yeah, that's what I thought. So great stuff.
This is wonderful.
It is.
And how often would you like to see our podcast? Because this is episode 1. Do we want to see weekly, bi-weekly? We're just going to talk about how this is all unfolding, and you are witnessing it in the moment.
Not only that, you're steering the ship.
Yes.
We have what we want. We have an idea as to where we want to go with it, but it needs a captain driving the ship, and you guys get to be it. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part. Thank you, Tamika, for
Absolutely.
being here with me on this.
Yeah.
I love it.
And this is not goodbye. This is we'll be back. See you next time.
See you next time.